Hawaiian, Chad Owen, was dressed to kill. Solomon Elimimian was taking it in for the first time. It was old hat for Marwan Hayes. Defensive ace Markeith Knowlton was all smiles. And it was a clash of titans when Henry Burris and Anthony Calvillo hooked up. Here are your hosts, Matt Dunnigan and Chris Schultz.
Welcome to Edmonton. Chris Schultz, Matt Dunnigan, host of the show tonight. We have got a group of very talented football players we're going to honor tonight, Schultz. A little from the past, a little to the present, and it should be a great night.
Also, Matt, we're going to honor some fans for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I'll say it one time. Go Riders. That pride, that green. Those fans that dress up in the costume, they get the camera on them, that make a difference for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. Tonight, we honor them.
Schultz, we're going to kick things off by recognizing a couple of guys that burst onto the scene. Yeah. Marcus Thigpen kicked off the 2010 season with a flash and a kickoff return for a touchdown, and Solomon Elimimian, BC Lions middle linebacker.
Also, congratulations to both scouting staffs for the Hamilton Ticats and the BC Lions. There's nothing more important than getting the talent on your team. With these two players, completely different. Marcus Thigpen's about speed and quickness and changing a game in one play. Solomon Elimimian, I am telling you, he is a collision artist. He hits people, he knocks them out, Matt, time and time again. You know what? I'm glad I don't have to block him because I know he'd want to knock me out.
Schultz, I can tell you that both these guys' reputations spread around the league in 2010 like wildfire. Let's take a look at these two rookies.
It back, and Marcus Thigpen has another touchdown. And how about Marcus Thigpen with the burst? Nobody's going to catch him. He's done it again.
Rookie phenom Marcus Thigpen was a one-man scoring machine. 7 touchdowns, scored 5 different ways. The 24-year-old was an animal for the Cats. Hard-hitting Solomon Elimimian was a force for the Lions on D. 5 sacks, a team-best 77 tackles. This 24-year-old made his mark in year 1.
Oh, and he goes down again. Solomon Elimimian, another sack. Oh, what a hit. Oh, man. Boyd still on his feet and gets hit hard, jolted by Solomon Elimimian.
Our 2010 winner for the Most Outstanding Rookie Award is from the BC Lions, Solomon Elimimian.
It means a whole lot, it means a whole lot, just, for my teammates, to my family, the whole organization. It definitely means a whole lot. Like I said, I remember last year I was at home, my mom, couldn't get a job, let alone play football, couldn't get a job. And, I'm here with the Rookie Outstanding Player Award. It means a whole lot.
They may not get the headlines of an elegant running back or a game-changing quarterback. They're special teams players, capable of lighting up the nightly highlight reel. It's time to honor 2 of this year's best.
Look out! Jonas Davis is headed to the end zone. Jonas Davis scores! Will they be caught? No! It is a touchdown for Jonas Davis!
3 return touchdowns, 7 in total. Jonas Davis emerged as the return specialist no one would kick to. The rookie speedster was the Lions' king of special teams.
Chad Owens, look at this! Touchdown! A rocket, and now it's a foot race that only Chad Owens will win. Takes it down to the end zone.
4 return touchdowns, 7 in total. The league leader in punt return, kickoff return, and combined yards. Chad Owens was a one-man wrecking machine.
Let's get it.
And the winner is Chad Owens.
I'm very honored and feel very blessed to be here. And I'm excited, man, to be a part of history now, and something my kids will be able to hold on to forever. And I'll never forget this moment.
It's the game within the game, where brawn meets brawn, and success is measured in inches. When we come back, we look at some of this year's best linemen. protecting the precious quarterback. Without them, there is no running game, no passing game. They are offensive linemen. It's time to honor a few of this year's best. 7-year veteran Marwan Hage was a tower of power for the Cats this season, anchoring a dominant O-line that allowed a league-low 26 sacks and helping teammate Deandre Cobb record a second straight 1,000-yard season. Calgary's Ben Archibald receives his second straight nomination. The third-year veteran led an offensive line that allowed only 30 sacks while earning a league-best yards per game rushing average.
It's my pleasure to announce the winner of the 2010 Most Outstanding Offensive Lineman from the Calgary Stampeders, Ben Archibald.
I appreciate the recognition, of course, but to me it means a lot about what we're doing on the offensive line and as an offense in Calgary. It's a reflection of the system, and I'm just one part of that system, and I try my best to do my job, but there's a lot of other guys out there doing the same thing as me, and I'm surrounded by some really great players, so I wish we could, share it.
Wow, Schultze, you couldn't go wrong there. Marwan Hage or Ben Archibald. Congratulations, Ben Archibald. Played second fiddle last year.
Yep.
This year, he's taking home the hardware.
Matthew, here's the thing about Ben Archibald. He may have been the most consistent offensive lineman, not just this year, but last year as well. He lived in perfect anonymity, which means he rarely made a mistake. Ben, that's well-deserving.
Schultze, and his quarterback, you love offensive linemen first, and then you respect linebackers second, because these guys are the best athletes on the field. And we got two great ones for you, up for the Most Outstanding Defensive Player Award. That's Juwan Simpson and Markeith Knowlton.
With Juwan Simpson, head coach John Hofnagel did not know if he could play middle linebacker. Boy, can he ever play middle linebacker. Markeith Knowlton, as the season progressed, he started to really shine. He was the best player on that Hamilton defense.
Let's take a look at these two outstanding athletes.
71 tackles, 7 sacks, 2 fumble recoveries, 1 interception. Juwan Simpson was a rock in the Stamps' highly revered D.
Juwan Simpson has his second sack of the game. Under duress again, and Juwan Simpson brings him down.
We know him.
Markeith Knowlton was the Cats' top dog. 71 tackles, the league best 6 fumble recoveries, 3 sacks, 3 interceptions, 2 blocked punts. Knowlton did it all.
It's blocked. Markeith Knowlton has the touchdown. And it's intercepted. Markeith Knowlton, he's doing it all tonight. MVP! And the 2010 Outstanding Defensive Player in the Canadian Football League from the Hamilton Tiger Cats, Markeith Knowlton.
I feel great about it. This is something that will be with me. I can cherish for the rest of my life. This is something I can tell my kids about, explain to them, when I do have kids. But it's very big. A lot of the guys on my defense could have had a chance to win it as well. But I couldn't have done it on my own. I really like to thank them and my coaches. But as far as being in that group, I couldn't be any more excited than what I am.
It was a year to remember in the CFL.
Del Rio looking, end zone. Howdy, touchdown. That is the catch of the year right now. Owens, will he go? Chad Owens, look at this. Can he get to the end zone? Yes! Touchdown! Here they go. There's the Jamison. He's doing it all tonight. Again. Oh, what a hit. Oh, man. Oh, Gray airing it out, looking for Barnes. And Jason Barnes has it. Did you see that touchdown? Jason Barnes sticks with it. It doesn't touch the ground there. He turns, maintains possession in the end zone. On fake, Levitt, end zone. Andre Dupree, does he have it? Yes, he does! Touchdown! What a catch!
Calgary Stampeders defensive back Wes Lysak is this year's Tom Pate winner, awarded annually to a player who makes a significant contribution, not just on the field, but to his community at large. Born in Edmonton, Lysak is a spokesperson for the Canadian Cancer Society. He's heavily involved in Pink Power and prostate cancer awareness games, and is the driving force behind Lysak's Corner, a block of seats dedicated to people fighting cancer and their caregivers. Wes Lysak is carving a lasting impression in Calgary.
What I've learned, I think anybody learns, is that there's so many different types of cancers and there's so many different people that are affected by it. I tell people all the time that everybody will get either directly or indirectly affected by cancer multiple times throughout their life. So, if we can get rid of it, that's my ultimate goal.
Every year, the Commissioner's Award is given to an individual or a group of people who have had a profound impact on the CFL. This year, it's going to be a little bit different. I'm giving it to a very large group who fill our stadiums, watch our games on TSN in record numbers, and spread the spirit of the CFL across Canada.
This is Rider Nation now!
In a league that wears its colors proudly, this group will tell you green is the color. In a league that wears its emotions on its sleeves, this group oozes with pride.
Show me a knife, cut my veins, green blood will come out.
And in a league that boasts the greatest fans in the world, this group leads the league when it comes to filling stadiums, home and away, wearing team gear wherever they go and wherever they may live, and spreading the spirit of the CFL all year round. This one is for everyone who has ever worn a watermelon instead of a toque to a football game. In this, the centennial year of the Saskatchewan Roughriders, we pay tribute to Rider Nation.
We want the cup! We want the cup! We want the cup!
Accepting the Commissioner's Award on behalf of Rider Nation, Randy Goulden and 3 generations of her family, all Rider fans.
It really recognizes 100 years of the pride that we have. This doesn't just happen overnight, it grows. And what you can see with the award tonight, my whole family was there, my grandchildren. So it's something that's intergenerational. It grows, and we need to continue having the fans. We can't forget our young people, our old people, our able-bodied, and our challenged.
Outstanding shows. See, I don't care if it was Taylor Field or Mosaic. It doesn't matter to me. What's consistent there is the Rider Nation. Those fans are crazy.
You know, Matthew, they are the 13th man. The heck with what happened in the 2009 Grey Cup. Those fans for the Saskatchewan Roughriders show up at their home games, and man, do they have energy. The players feel that energy. But what really impresses me is how well they travel. They'll travel to Calgary. They'll travel to BC. They'll travel to Winnipeg. Matt, I think these fans are broke about them out they travel.
Schultz, I can tell you that Andy Fanteuse fed off the energy of the Rider Nation, along with Dave Stala getting a lot of support from the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Those are our 2 nominees for Most Outstanding Canadian.
And Most Outstanding Canadian is near to dear in my heart because I am Canadian. So when I see Canadians really evolving into great football players in the Canadian Football League, it attracts my attention.
No doubt. These 2 nominees for Most Outstanding Canadian were clutch all season. Let's have a look.
Chatham, Ontario's Andy Fanteuse had a career year. 6 touchdowns, leading the league in yards receiving. Fanteuse was a tower of power for the Rough Riders. Hometown hero Dave Stala had a banner year. The Cats' second down man had a career-best 85 catches, with 6 touchdowns, recording over 1,000 yards.
Looking deep! Touchdown! Andy Fanteuse! Dave Stala breaks a tackle! Touchdown! Durant looking downfield! Fanteuse! Touchdown! Touchdown! Who else? Dave Stala. Wants Fanteuse! To the end zone! Touchdown! Dave Stala! And that's impressive. Looking for Fanteuse! Got it! What a night for Andy Fanteuse!
Enjoy the show! And the winner of the Most Outstanding Canadian Player
is from the Saskatchewan Roughriders, Andy Fantuz.
This is incredible. You know, I guess it's been a dream of mine to be at this level and playing this type of ball, and it's all seeming to come true now. You know, I share this with my teammates, and without them I wouldn't be here. But just to be on this at this event on a stage is an incredible honor for me.
Over the top.
The big prize.
Burris going deep.
The year's most outstanding player will meet our winner when we come back.
Calvillo quickly to the air again over the top. Into the end zone, touchdown. Burris wants to go to the air again. Got away from pressure. Hooks to the corner. And it's a touchdown.
Schultzy, you know why I'm doing this? Because we get the big hardware, the MOP, Most Outstanding Player Award, and we've got two fitting candidates. We've got Henry Burris in the West, led his team to a 13-5 record. Outstanding. He can do it with his legs and his arm. Anthony Calvillo led his team to the best record in the East, and primarily at this time of his career, 17 years in, he does it particularly with his arm. But both these quarterbacks have something in common. That's leadership capabilities.
That's the common denominator in both of these quarterbacks. With Anthony Calvillo, it is quiet leadership. His performance is so refined, so consistent that the players around him rally because they know Anthony Calvillo will not let that team down. With Henry Burris, it's much more emotional. When things do not go right on the field, you see it in his demeanor, in his vocal leadership. Both of these guys very deserving of MOP. Only one can get it. Both great leaders.
Schultzy, I can't say much more about these guys. They left it all on the field in 2010. Let's have a look at our nominees.
Three-time most outstanding player Anthony Calvillo had another stellar year. 32 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. The league's highest quarterback rating. Calvillo and the Owls were once again the cream of the crop in the East, furthering his reputation as one of the game's best. Nominated for a second time, Henry Burris guided the Stamps to the CFL's best record, leading all quarterbacks in rushing, throwing a league-high 38 touchdowns.
Burris wants to go deep. A touchdown. Calvillo right away. Touchdown. End zone. Touchdown. Has a man. Oh, what a catch. And a touchdown. Going deep. He's got Dion Murphy. Touchdown. Burris stepped up. Open. Rumble. Touchdown. And Calvillo looking for Brandon Bratton. Touchdown. Burris Lewis. Touchdown. Calvillo quickly to the air again over the top. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Second and 10. Burris wants to go to the air again. Got away from pressure. Hooks to the corner. And it's a touchdown.
As we made.
And the winner is, from the Calgary Stampeders, Henry Burris.
AC's a great quarterback, a guy who I look up to, the model of consistency at our position. But to have the year that I had, I knew regardless, you know, when I talked to Nicole, my wife, she said, regardless if you win or not, you know, you've had a fantastic year. But trust me, when they called my name, I think my heart skipped about 3 or 4 beats. And the first thing I did when I turned to her, I said, "Are you serious right now?" They really just say my name. I mean, it felt so good, though, to be acknowledged. And I mean, it's an honor for me to be acknowledged for this award. This is something that I'll be able to carry with me forever. And to me, the most important thing, you know, with my wife, my 2 boys, you know, I'll be able to take this trophy home and they'll be able to see it now and look at it and want to play with it, but they're never going to be able to touch it. But even 20, 30 years from now, when they bring their friends over and show what Dad was able to accomplish as a player, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about.
Oh, that's outstanding, Chris. That's super for Henry Burris. 14 years in the league now. This year he gets recognized, Chris, first time as a CFL All-Star quarterback. And now he takes home the hardware as the league's most outstanding player.
And Matty, he really does deserve it, because when you look at his career on the whole, it's not really a magnificent start, but it's a fantastic closing finish. Each and every year, Henry Burris has had to improve, not only to keep his job, to be in running for this type of recognition. He has $1 million smile, a magnetic personality, and now he has the recognition he deserves.
Exactly, Schultzy. And, you know, know, I don't feel sorry for Anthony Calvillo by the least, because he's already won that award 3 times. And his eyes and focus right now on our different prize, and that is the 98th Grey Cup championship ring, Schultze.
That ring means everything.
That ring is everything. That's the only prize that's left. And we'll see you at the Grey Cup tomorrow.